A continuous coverage of the Bharat Bandh here on India Today. We're getting you the latest updates from different cities across the country on the impact of the Bandh. Remember that this nationwide Bandh will be observed from 11 a.m. up till 3 p.m. across the country. We're already seeing protests breaking out in several parts of India. Farmers were seen staging a rail roko protest in several cities. In Amritsar, they were also seen shutting down shops which had opened early in the morning. During the Bandh, shops and businesses in several states have said that they will be shut today to express their solidarity with the protesting farmers. And on your screens are those visuals from Amritsar, where protesting farmers were seen shutting down shops which had opened despite the Bandh. It's expected that truck, auto and taxi services, including app-based services, will be hit during the strike. Apart from that, milk and vegetable supplies are likely to be hit. Ambulance and emergency services have, of course, been exempted from the Bandh call. As far as the national capital goes, the Delhi police has decided to increase security deployment near markets that have opted to stay open during the Bandh. Security has been beefed up in Delhi, with Section 144 also being imposed near the Parliament as well as near the Raj Nivas. Section 144 has been imposed in different states. Gujarat, for example, has decided to bring in prohibitory orders as well. Ahead of the Bandh, the Ministry of Home Affairs issued an advisory to all states saying that they must ensure law and order is maintained and that the destruction of public property must be prevented. And let's get you a sense of what's happening in different cities. Anisha Mathur is joining us live from Delhi. We have Kumar Kunal getting us the latest updates from the Ghazipur border, where protests rage on. Nolan Pinto is joining us live from Bengaluru. Let's first get a sense of what's happening in Bengaluru. Nolan, good morning. Give us a sense of what's happening.
Well, good morning, Akshita. In fact, today, like the entire nation, Karnataka also is following the Bharat Bandh. In fact, across various districts, mostly in the districts, farmers were out early in the morning burning tires, making sure that KSRTC buses do not ply. But in Bengaluru, things are very different. In fact, vehicles are still plying on the roads. We are now here in the Vidhan Sabha premises. In fact, the Congress is planning to have a massive protest over here led by KPCC President Mr. D.K. Shivkumar. That's at about in another 10 odd minutes. But before that, we have with us senior leader and current MLC, Mr. B.K. Hariprasad over here. Mr. Hariprasad, the entire nation, we see all the farmers have come out together stating that they do not want these laws. They want them to be, well, repealed. What's the Congress's take on this in Karnataka especially?
Well, we are of the same opinion. All India Congress Committee, our former President Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi have clearly said that they should scrap this bill. And even in Karnataka also, we will insist, and we have been fighting to scrap this bill. And as a mark of respect to the farmers who are agitating in Delhi and other parts of the country, we are also cooperating with them. We are also have declared our support at national level, at the state level also. The sentiment with the people is, the people who eat the products of the farmers, they should support farmers. People don't eat the products of the farmers, they are free to do whatever they want.
All right, thank you, sir. In fact, so this is what's happening. The Congress over here is providing moral support to the farmers across the state. But Akshita, in Bengaluru as such, as of now, you can actually still head out. Buses are plying, shops are open, but things might change at around 11 o'clock when the farmers plan a massive protest rally from Town Hall to Freedom Park.
All right, Nolan, do stay on with us. I'd also like to introduce Devankur. He's joining us live from Jaipur. But before I get you an update from Jaipur, let's get a sense of what's happening in the national capital in Delhi, where protests, of course, have been raging on for the last many days. Anisha, get us a sense of what's really happening on the ground. Do you see public transport being hit? We understand some essential services, vegetable supply, milk supply has been affected.
Well, Akshita, in Delhi, at least so far, it is business as usual. What we are expecting is some sort of a standoff to begin at around 10:30, because the Bandh call, remember, is from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Here at the New Delhi railway station, the divides are very clearly visible. While the auto taxi unions that are affiliated to the Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party have said that the auto walas and taxi walas will observe the chakka jam, the ones affiliated to the BJP unions are saying that they will not participate in any such jam. The Delhi police, of course, has put up barricades and personnel are present on the ground in various parts of the city, including particularly in the markets, because it is the same kind of political divide that we are seeing. Some organizations, some market associations have said that they will participate in the Bandh in solidarity with the farmers, while others have said that they will not. And this is where we need to remember that this Bandh call by the farmers associations is not, has been very clearly called as a non-political one. The farmer leaders have been continuously saying, please keep your political flags, political banners out of it when you come to support us as farmers of the country. So it is going to be very interesting to see what happens in Delhi at 11 a.m. So far, at least, nothing has been affected. The markets that opened early, the grocery stores, etc., that opened early have opened. It was business as usual. Here at the railway station outside, the small shops which were selling foodstuffs to passengers, those have been open and they remain open. It is whatever face-off happens will happen at 11 a.m. Back to you.
Okay, Anisha, thanks for that update. Dev Ankur is joining us live from Jaipur. Dev, no doubt effect of the Bandh will be felt in Jaipur as well, considering Rajasthan is a Congress-ruled state and the Congress has made it very clear that they, in fact, stand with the protesting farmers, that they're going to be observing this Bandh.
Well, clearly, Akshita, the Congress has made it amply clear that it is in support of the farmer Bandh. But there has been no clear call for shops, factories, industries to remain closed on December 8 today. I am right now in Johri Bazaar. This is one of the prominent markets of Jaipur, and if the camera person can pan and show you, most of the shops currently are closed. One reason behind that is that Jaipur likes to take its own time to, open up. Most of the shops generally open around 10:30. So we are about half an hour away from actually knowing what the real impact of the Bandh is going to be. Currently, I can tell you 90 to 95% shops are closed. Some of the shops have opened up. The traffic you can see out on roads is as usual. So far one can say that there is a negligible to a moderate impact of the Bharat Bandh call that has been given by farmer organizations. There is a protest that is planned around 11:30 by the Congress. The NSUI, which is the youth wing of the Congress, plans to gherao the BJP office in Jaipur. What the impact of that is or could be something which we will get to know in about 2 hours or 1.5 hours from now. But so far there has been no forced shutdown of shops, of the establishments, some of which have already opened up. People, I can tell you, Akshita, have come out and are trying to go about their business as usual. Most office goers are out on roads, are traveling towards their offices. I have a few people also with me. आप बताइए, ये जो भारत बंद की कॉल दी गई है, इसका क्या इम्पैक्ट लग रहा है आपको? लग रहा है यहाँ पे जयपुर में
कुछ लग रहा नहीं है मेरे को कि भारत बंद है, खुला ही है। तो
अभी लग रहा है खुला है, ट्रैफिक चल रहा है, पर दुकानों का क्या कहेंगे? क्योंकि अभी इस समय
10 बजे खुलती है, तो अब 10 बजे आधी तो ज़्यादा खुल गई और 10 बजे और देख लेंगे बंद होती है, खुलती।
अच्छा, और ये बताएं कि आपको लगता है कि यहाँ पर जयपुर में जो आम लोग हैं और जो किसान हैं, उनका समर्थन है? जो इस समय किसान आंदोलन चल रहा है, जिसमें राजस्थान के अलावा पंजाब, हरियाणा से काफ़ी संख्या से में किसान दिल्ली आए हुए हैं।
ऐसा तो कुछ लग रहा नहीं है मेरे को।
Well, so clearly at this point in time, Akshita, it is too soon to clearly lay out what the actual impact of the farmer Bharat Bandh call is. But there seems to be that Jaipurites are going about their business as usual this Tuesday morning.
And let's break down for you why these farm reforms have been such a big bone of contention between farmers and the government. Farmers have said that they fear with these laws there'll be an undue advantage for corporates. The government has responded to this particular claim by the farmers, saying that tech and equipment will only help and benefit the farmers further. Besides that, another concern that farmers have raised is that these reforms will slowly phase out minimum support price, and that's been one of their biggest demands, to give it in writing, a written assurance that MSP is not going. Well, the government has responded that there's no question of getting rid of MSP, that MSP is, as well as mandis will continue, and that the farmers will only get access to additional markets and buyers. Another concern and fear that farmers have raised is that corporates and big farmers will take away land from small farmers and will acquire that land. The government has responded to this, saying clearly that the farm laws only, in fact, prohibits the sale and lease of farmers' land and thereby benefits small farmers. Let's give you a sense of what's happening at Delhi's borders, which has been witnessing protests for the last many days. Kumar Kunal is getting us the latest from Ghazipur border, which is between Delhi and Ghaziabad. Kumar, do the protesting farmers they plan on attempting to really enter into the national capital today?
See, I can show you through pictures that how the big gathering of farmers can be seen here at Ghazipur border, and they are still coming out in big numbers. Even a stage has been prepared and a public address system has been put in place, and all the strategical command will be given through this stage to the farmers, what they have to do and what they are supposed to do. So there is a mechanism in the protest, and they want it to keep peaceful. They don't want to make bad name for the farmers' protest. So all the farmers are being told to be here, and they should listen to their leaders, and whatever the command will come from their leaders, the farmers will act accordingly. Right now, one part of the NH9 has been closed where these farmers are sitting right now. The other part, which is connecting Delhi to Ghaziabad, that is open as of now. But what we are learning from the farmers and farmer leaders, that they are also planning to stop traffic movement on that particular road. So all things will start at 11 a.m. The action will start at 11 a.m. Right now, the thing what I can show you that hundreds of farmers are here. They are sitting in protest as they were sitting for last few days, and they are waiting for the instructions from their leader, that what kind of instructions are coming for them, and if they are being told, then the further action will take place. But one thing is clear, that 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. protest is going to happen, and there is a certain strategy by the farmer unions that how that will continue. How they will manage to send a message to central government. So there is a certain strategy, but that strategy farmer leaders are not have not even conveyed to their supporters in some minutes.
So we'll see what happens at 11. At this point, you've got a lot more farmers protesting. I want to take this across to Nolan Pinto. He's joining us live from Bengaluru. And Nolan, we see behind you that several Congress leaders have come together to protest against the farm laws, extend their support to the farmers.
Well, absolutely, Akshita. Let me just show you what's happening over here. So you have senior leaders all sitting over there with the Gandhi statue in the background. You have former Chief Minister and current leader of opposition, Siddaramaiah, over there. The Congress, not just in the state but across the nation, is providing moral support. In fact, when we spoke to senior Congress leader B.K. Hari Prasad and current MLC, he stated that the farmers are suffering. People need to come out and support them. Laws that will actually go against them, that will hurt them, will not be accepted, and that's the reason why the Congress has come out over here to holding black flags to provide moral support. This is what they clearly state to the farmers. In fact, yesterday DK Shivkumar very clearly stated that in all the districts, Congress leaders will be providing moral support to all the farmers in this particular Bandh. Now, what's exactly happening is this: while in districts across Karnataka, farmers have come out, they made sure that no buses ply, shops are shut. Things are very different in Bengaluru. In fact, vehicles are still plying, buses are still out there on the roads. People can still commute. However, it's around 10:30, 11, Akshita, when the actual protest rally begins. In fact, they have actually started now shouting slogans over here, saying that, in fact, the slogan that they're shouting is that the BJP is against farmers and Dikar are basically down with them. This is exactly what's happening as of now in Karnataka, Akshita.
Nolan, just give us a sense also of the impact of the Bandh. Has public transport been hit in the city of Bengaluru and across Karnataka?
Well, Bengaluru as of now, Akshita, is pretty all right. In the morning, where all we have actually gone, right from Majestic, that is where the main bus stand is, or the trains, all that is plying. But in districts, so you're talking about districts surrounding Bengaluru also have been affected. Most of the roads are blocked. The farmers are making sure that people do not come out, that this is a complete Bandh. However, Bengaluru is very different, and we have always seen this. Even during the Kaveri riots, Bengaluru changes, Bengaluru remains normal. And as of today, this is what's the situation. However, Akshita, things might just change, say about in another 1 hour's time, when the farmers in large numbers or huge numbers actually come out and make sure that people stop coming out, the buses stop plying. But what we are told by the police over here is that strict action will be taken against anyone who forces people, basically shops, to shut, or if they pelt stones on buses. So we just have to wait and see at around 11 o'clock what really happens, especially in the central part of Bengaluru. That's the CBD.
Okay, Nolan, thank you for getting us that update. In Bengaluru, already protests breaking out there. Senior leaders like Siddaramaiah, G. Parameshwara seated there at the Vidhan Soudha, continuing their protest. But largely what we're seeing is that in the major cities, right now, there's no impact of the Bandh. But remember, that's the nationwide strike. The call is for the Bandh to be in effect from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. So that's when we really know whether normal life has been hit or not.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.